Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Famil Manafian, and I will talk. My name is Famil Manafian with INPA 18211100056 from fourth semester, class A. So I'm doing a task for debate subject. I haven't done a task number 1 and number 4, and this is task or assignment number 4. There are 4 motions that I have to choose based on what Ma'am Nanda post on the group, and I will choose motion 1 and motion 4, I think. But first, let's talk about motion 1. It's about why this house will ban political campaign in social media, the pros and cons of these first motions. Well, as you know, the social media is a common thing in this era, in this world right now, nowadays. Because I think 19% of the people in the world already knows what social media is and already use social media such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and any other social media platform, any other social media application. No matter what age they are, a lot of people use social media, from children, teenager, young adults, and even parents, grandpas and grandmas. They all use it to, search for information or for fun, because in social media it has a lot of news, a lot of fun news, bad news, good news, and even something that goes down viral will be founded on number 1 trending on certain social media platform such as Twitter and X. So that's why in this modern world with a lot of technologies in it, improvement in it, it's not a bad thing to post a campaign about political campaign on social media. It's not a bad thing to do, because like what I said earlier, 19% of people in this world already use it. So for example, like this, in Bengkulu there are an Instagram page called Bengkulu Info. This page contains a lot of news throughout the Bengkulu province, from Rejang Lebong, Mana, Kaur, and a lot of small cities on Bengkulu province, from small cities to big cities like Bengkulu city, the center of Bengkulu province itself. Sometimes these news post for fun or post to give an information about an accident happened throughout the entire city. And maybe if one certain people from certain parties, partai, in Indonesian it's called partai, but in English I think it's called parties. I don't know, it's just something that I read on Google Translate. Okay, back to the topic. If one certain people post if one certain people from certain parties send an info to the admin of Bengkulu city, Bengkulu Info, and then the admin will be read the info first, the news first, and then they will post it on their page, on Bengkulu Info page. In just believe, in just 5 minutes, that news will become viral and a lot of people read it, a lot of people like it, love it on Instagram. Even if there are people who doesn't follow Bengkulu Info, or there are people who doesn't have social media, who don't understand, like the adult, the parents, the grandmas and grandpas, the young people, young adults, the teen who read the news will, I'm sure they will tell their folks about the news that they read on Bengkulu Info about a campaign that happens lately in the Bengkulu city. Like, hey dad, hey grandpa, grandma, look, there are info about this campaign in the city. I will read it for you if you want to know, or you can read it by yourself. That's the thing that commonly happen, and that's good. So a lot of people will be informed by social media, by a political campaign on social media. Even if it sounds good, but we know that 90% already use social media and 10% doesn't understand what social media is. The people who knows will be tell the news that on the social media to people who doesn't use social media, like that. So that's a pros from me in why this house will ban political campaign in social media. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back with me again, and I will introduce myself again. My name is Hamid Manafian with NPA 18211100056. This is about speak for debate assignment that I haven't been doing it when the assignment first come on the group. Before I talk about I choose about motions. One first, that why this house will ban political campaign on social media. This, and I already talked about the pros from that motion, and now I will talk about the cons of the motions. The cons are in Indonesia it's called contra, the negative things about why political campaigns should be banned from social media. In social media, a lot of news that has been posted in social media, but some of the news is not really true. Sometimes it contain a lie, a hoax, a false news that a lot of people believe it that it's real, and that's bad because the information that they read is not true and they believe it anyway. And sometimes it will be bad if they tell the other people, their friends, about that false news. And sometimes in social media there is it's so easy to do a black campaign on social media. Like maybe one certain people from certain parties make an announcement on the road or on the mall or wherever it is, like, come on, join our WhatsApp group, our Facebook group, our Messenger group to know more about our parties, about our politic things. Send your email, send your WhatsApp number, your Facebook names to me. Write it on a white paper and send it to me, and I will add you and I will add you to the group that I make. That shit people tell them about that, and most people would actually want to know more about the campaign. And then suddenly they're in the group, and that certain people from certain party, certain party, like they might do a black campaign on the group, like why you should choose my leader to be the mayor of the city or the president of the country. This is why you should choose him, because my leader is blah 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 blah. They just do this promise will be bring a new world to our city, our country, a new changes, a lot of changes, a lot of good positive changes about our countries, our world, our city. One, and that's the first one. The second one, maybe there are a lot of people like this is from my I feel ashamed to admit it, but I've been in that kind of group too in my city, in my Indramayu. But I don't really care. I just want to know what's inside the group. So the second one is that people tell we give you a donation to yourself. One individual one people will have a donation worth of 50,000 rupiah, and a rice also, and a lot of other food. But if you want to have that, you have to choose our leader to be the mayor of the city. That's what they said. And after that, a lot of people leave the group, including me. And the wrong thing about posting a black campaign, putting a political campaign on social media is about the netizen thoughts from one people to another. Different individuals have a different mind, a different response to what they read, and commonly they will, fight on the comment section below, from the below of the news. They will fight from mouth to mouth. They will mock each other, and that will cause a chaos that will lead to the real world, not in the social media world. And if that's happened, maybe there will some I don't know what's called in English, but in Indonesia it's called demo. Like demo, you scream at the people who have a higher jabatan from us, so that they will hear us, and that demo will cause a chaos through the entire city. That's the pros and cons for me about why the political campaign should be banned from the social media. Oke, assalamualaikum. That's all, ma'am. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.